Hello there and welcome to Black Jackal Gaming. Today we're going to look at the Impulsor and how it operates in 10th edition. It's relatively cheap for points, brings a lot of small arms fire, it's got a good toughness profile, it comes with the firing deck keywords which is very nice, capacity is decent enough, and there's a couple of good combos you can utilise with it. It's relatively quick at movement 12 inches. It's got that good toughness profile and toughness 9, 11 wounds and a 3 up save, so it's quite difficult to take out without the most dedicated anti-tank weapons. Leadership 6, so it should avoid most battle shock situations, and objective control 2, which is a little bonus. It comes equipped with 2 storm bolters, which is strength 4, 2 shots apiece, rapid fire 2, and it comes with a heavy stubber as standard, which is 3 shots at rapid fire 3 at strength 4, or 0 AP. It does have a couple of options you can give it as well. You can look at the more offensive options, so you can bring a Sky Talon, which is 8 shots. It's got the anti-fly keyword, and it is sustained hits as well. This is quite good at taking out if you're against the likes of Eldar and that, where they have a fair few infantry options that have the fly keyword. Just gives you a little bit of extra oomph when you're trying to take these guys out. The other option is the Bellicus Missile Array. So this comes in 3 variants, which you can choose as you're firing. So you've got the standard frag, which is D6 shots and it's blast. You've got the Icarus, which is anti-fly 2, and it's D3 shots, strength 8, -1 AP, 2 damage. And then you've got the Crack, which is 1 shot at strength 8, -2 D6 damage. So you've got a decent amount of flexibility there. You've got a lot of small arms fire if you're taking out dedicated troops, where you're trying to thin out the battle line to take them off of objectives and force them to use elite troops in positions they don't want to use them. Or if you just want it to try and sit around for a little longer and utilize its firing deck, then you have the Shield Dome, which gives it a 5 up invulnerability save. It does have a further option you can take instead of any of the previous 3, which is the Orbital Comms Array. Now this gives it an aura of 6 inches, and each time you target a unit within that 6 inches for a stratagem on a D6, on a 5+ you gain 1 CP. So not exactly great. You're probably not going to take that. If it was on a 4+, you'd probably more look at it, but at this point you're just going to let it lie. It has the ability of assault vehicle, and what this allows you to do, you can advance the Impulsor, and after if you have advanced, you can disembark the troops that are within it. Now they can't move afterwards or charge or anything like that, but it does give you that little additional bit of movement if you want to take objectives, or you're trying to score things such as engage on all fronts or behind enemy lines. It gives you that ability just to eke out a couple of more victory points. So it allows you to transport 6 Phobos or Tacticus units. That covers quite a fair bit of the units that you can take. There's some popular choices that tend to go in the Impulsor for this. Because it has Fire Index 6, it means it allows 6 of your troop choices within to fire as if they are firing normally, as if they are not within the transport. So you can take the Infernus Squad, which is 5 times D6 shots plus blast. So if you're going into some troop choices, these can really churn out quite a bit of damage, especially if you're combining it with the small arms fire from the Impulsor. If you're going into a little bit more anti-infantry, then you've got Stern Guard, which when you're in rapid fire range, you are cranking out 10 shots. If you're going into a unit that's your alpha moment, then you've got 4 rerolls on that, and being anti-infantry 4+ devastating wounds, it means that going into the likes of Tyrannid Warriors or Cataphractii Destroyers, the likes of those, you can actually pump out a fair bit of mortal wound damage into them without them having the ability to have a save against it, which is quite nice. You got Hellblasters, which again you have another 10 shots. They're coming at strength 8, AP 3, and damage 2. So again, into your more elite options, or edging more towards your light vehicles, you've got the ability to pull out a lot of damage from the Impulsor without really taking any back. There's a couple of characters you can include with them to make this combo even a little bit better. The Librarian's a popular choice because it gives them a 4 invulnerability save, as well as a 4 feel no pain against psychic attacks. So if you ever have to get out of the vehicle or you get popped out of it, your units that you put in there to do a bit of damage, they're going to stay around for a little bit longer. You can give any of the characters bolted discipline, which is now of course fire discipline, and this gives you sustained 1, and that improves to a critical hit being on a 5 when in Devastator Doctrine if you're running Gladius. So you've got the ability, once you've stepped out of the vehicle, to really turn up the amount of volume you can put onto something. With sustained hits 1, sorry, on a 5 up, you've actually got the ability, for example with the Stern Guard, if you roll quite well, you can end up with Oaths of Moment, hitting 14-15 times. So it works out quite well. They've had a bit of a points reduction with the Codex coming out as well. They've dropped down to 80 points. So when you consider you're on average going to get 20 strength 4 shots out of that for a toughness 9 vehicle that can move 12 and has 11 wounds and has fire in deck, you've actually got the ability to have a really tough unit that can take up board control and pump out a fair bit of fire whilst protecting something else that can add additional fire on top of that that's going to hit much harder. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, then pop them below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button as it greatly helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button to see any future Warhammer content. Take it easy and see you next time for more grim darkness from the 41st millennium.